guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video I'm going to review the 1993 cult comedy classic, Dazed and Confused. I was gonna watch Crash, but I thought I wanted to watch this one first. Plus this one I knew my library just can't, so I was gonna review this one first. So the reason I got this movie was, one, I heard, as I said, it's a comedy classic. Everyone says it's so good. And I really want to see, because I am going into high school, and this movie takes place in high school. And I was just really, really interested in it. The trailer definitely did not let me down. And was it as good as I thought? Yeah. Dazed and Confused was very funny. It's very fun, and it definitely is a classic. And yeah, so that's basically what it is. And basically what this is all about is it's actually kind of complex, actually. Well, not really, but it's pretty simple, but not really. Basically, it's the last day of school, and the juniors are focusing on becoming seniors, and and in those days, it takes place in 1976. The freshmen came into school the last day of school, where the seniors would haze them to basically do crazy things. And, you know, really crazy things like, well, we'll get to that when I talk about the performances, but then this one boy who keeps being hazed is offered by a senior, and the senior takes him to this party, basically, where all the seniors are, basically. And he kind of has a bond with these seniors, and they kind of start to realize that why were they hazing him? Because he really is a nice kid, and they're just like everybody else, basically. And in the 1970s, no one really worried about everything. Everyone's just having a grand old time, and that's basically what the movie is. And the reason it's called Dazed and Confused is because most of the movie they're high as a kite. So, yeah. But let's just get into the performances. Now, with performances, the one thing this movie did was it inspired so many people's careers. In my opinion, the strongest performances come from the little cameo performances. They're very, very good. Most notably, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, this guy is hilarious. I didn't realize how funny he could be till I watched this movie. Never been a big fan of his. He's definitely not one of my favorite actors. But, I mean, I like his movies. I've never been, like, a huge fan of his. But this movie, I really liked him in this movie. He has the classic line, you know, the thing I love about high school girls, I get older, they stay the same age. And he's just a really fun character. I thought he was really great. And he just was really great at being high the entire movie and basically coming up with crazy ideas. And I thought he was really, really, really good for what he did. Ben Affleck plays the kid who basically is hazing the main guy who's a freshman and his friend. And he was good at being mean. I thought he did a good job at it. I mean, the thing is, with the villains in this movie, you love to hate them because there really are no villains. They're just, that's what seniors did. And, I mean, he's even more vicious. The first scene where his mother came out with a gun and basically he was intimidated by her, that was genius right there. I thought that was great. So, yeah, that was really great. The first time he's introduced, that's what happened. I think my favorite, actually, in the movie was Parker Posey. I mean, this girl was hilarious. She basically plays the bitch of the movie. Darla, I think her name is. I can't remember her name. What's her name? Darla, I think. Who's Darla? I have no idea. Yeah, Darla, that was her name. Her name was Darla. And, she basically plays the bitch of the movie. She, is the one that's hazing these innocent freshman girls the most. And, it is sad what she's doing, but at the same time, you know why she's doing it, because she just is really pissed off by these girls, and, she doesn't like them at all. So she's hazing them basically, and she was very funny. And again, there's nothing wrong with what the seniors were doing because that's what the seniors did. In those days, there were no recruitments or anything like that. There was no orientations. That's how you welcome them. Basically, the reason they did that, and I found out why. Basically, what they did is, this is our turf. Learn it. We rule this school. You don't. You're just underclassmen. We could care less about you. And she did a great job because she's very funny. You do feel very intimidated by her. She has a very loud voice, so definitely you do feel intimidated by her. But, I mean, the scene that's most memorable, of course, is a scene where she's torturing the girls, basically. And, she basically is frustrated with them because she says, you little, blood bags can't follow instructions. And then she takes the ketchup and mustard and pours it all over them. I mean, it's hilarious what she does. She goes to extensive measures just with hazing, and it is very, very funny. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. It's just very funny, and I thought that she was the best in the movie. She was absolutely hilarious, and I thought she was great. So, yeah, she was definitely really, really good. Also, this inspired the career of Mila Jovovich, who I thought was also really good. I thought she was fine for what she did, and yeah, she was pretty good. The main kid who played, I don't remember the kid's name, but he was really good. Oh, Mike, I thought his character was very good. And also, I didn't know that Anthony Rapp was in this, and you guys know I'm a big fan of Rent. I didn't know that this was kind of a movie that took off his career, and when I found that out, I was very happy about that, because you guys know I'm a very big fan of Rent. So, I mean, that was definitely really good to find out. Also, the kid who played Slater, I thought he was very funny, too. He definitely has some great lines, and he's definitely a very memorable character. So, yeah, all the characters in this are very funny, very, stereotypical and very relatable. And again, the thing I love about this movie is that they're all just having most of the movie takes place at this party, and they're all just having a grand old time, and they're high the entire time. I mean, look at that face. Basically, yeah, they're high the entire time, and they're doing drugs, they're drinking, and there was nothing wrong with that in the 1970s. I mean, that's what teenagers did. There was nothing wrong with that. And it really makes you think about the world now when you think things have changed so much. And maybe the reason that things have changed you kind of think from this movie, even though it's a comedy, it does have a deep meaning with kind of saying, what the movie's trying to say is that this is how life was then compared to how life is now. It's a timeless movie because that's basically what the movie's trying to say. This is how life was then compared to how life was now. Life then was fun. Nobody really cared about anything. Everyone was just having a fun time. They had drugs. They drank. Nobody really cared. But now, I mean, if you drink and you're a teenager, you'll go to jail. And if you do drugs and you're a teenager, you're going to kill yourself, basically. They can't tase people either. And some people think that's because of Columbine. And, no, I think it's just because of what happens in this movie. I think that's why you can't hate people, because if you see what Parker Posey's character does to some of these girls, you're going to be like, how could they get away with this? And it is, as I said, it is funny, but, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, Dazed and Confused really is a great movie. It is a little, I did think that it was a little, as I said, it can be a little deep, and they are high the entire movie. So all you need to know is that nothing that they're saying in this movie is supposed to be taken seriously. Nothing that Matthew McConaughey's character said is serious. He's completely high the entire movie, and he just, yeah. So it's basically his character, and I thought he was great. So yeah, that's it for my review of Dazed and Confused, and Dazed and Confused is a classic. So that's it for my review of Dazed and Confused. I hope you enjoyed it, and the next movie I will be watching, I think I'm going to start watching the Child's Play series, Child's Play 2, and Child's Play 3. Or I will watch Crash, depending on which one I watch first. That will be my next movie review. But my next video will probably be my review of Big Brother 15. So, see you then. Bye.